Do you know what a wheatberry is? A wheatberry is the piece of grain from wheat that grows on the fields. We see the awns or the spikes and the long stems, but within those spikes are little seeds, which are what we call grains, floating among the amber waves of grain across different countries, usually in a temperate climate. These little seeds are called wheat berries, and they have two parts. One is some carbohydrate or some grain part, and the other is a germ or a oily seed part that can grow into a new wheat plant. So these two components are separated by commercial flour makers, because that soft carbohydrate wheat part, which is the food for the seed, is very fine and non-sticky and happens to be very easy to make into soft flour. And that is what we know as flour. But the germ is the part that, while it's sticky, it contains all of the nutrients. And in fact, in the 1930s in America, there were people that had started making these commercial flours. And the wheat flour was being used for beautiful cakes and breads. And by the late 1930s, they had found that people were having this weird B deficiency, vitamin B deficiency, heart disease known as beriberi. And so there was a huge conference held in Washington with the government and the senators on why this could be happening. And doctors reported one after the other that people who were off the farm in cities having what seemed to be heart disease from a vitamin B deficiency was due to not having those vitamins in the flour that were depleted from pushing aside the germ, because it's inconvenient for that oily, sticky part to be in the soft white flour. It was just before World War II, and the solution that was decided upon was that the flour makers, rather than stopping their production of this flour, would just add back these vitamin Bs by chemical amounts of those vitamins. And of course, it was vogue. So it became enriched and fortified flour, and we lost our whole wheat flour. Today, whole wheat flour is just chemical. Why are we getting sick from processed flour? Think about it. I'm Dr. Bhaswati Bhattacharya, and I'm a member of NCAM.